The Group by Alexander Wilson. Come, fill up the bowl, my brave boys, and don't let us circle the treasure. Huzza, my good fellows, rejoice, for here is a fountain of pleasure. And while the big bumper doth pass out, Bacchus shall never confound me. I'll drink, and between every glass, Lord draw of the wits that surround me, and bring there each talent of you. Imprimis, here sits by my side a humorous young son of the muses, who Lord o'er our passions can ride, and win them wherever he chooses. The terrible frown he can form, look dismally holy hereafter, when screw up his face to a storm, but nigh bursts the beholder with laughter, and makes every mortal his friend. That little stout fellow in green, observe how accomplished and tight he is. Good humour sits full in his mien, and mirth his eternal delight is. When through the wild hornpipe he sweeps, we stare as we never had seen him. So nimbly he capers and leaps. You would swear that some devil was in him to flourish his heels so expert. See, handing the glass to his friend, young Jamie, polite and endearing, to please he is ever inclined, or sometimes harassingly jeering. So sweetly a sonnet he sings, he chats to the laddies so clever, that Cupid should sure give him wings, and make him his archer forever, to level the beauties and bells. And there sits the genius of song, whose music so nobly can warm us, the fifth now arousingly strong, now waking the viol to charm us. Yet sometimes he's mournfully mute, and though we implore while we're able, he, frowning, refuses the flute, and pensively leans on the table, as if he were lulled in a trance. With golden locks loose to the wind, here sits a swain, kind and free-hearted, to everyone science inclined, by every amusement diverted. Philosophy, painting, and song alternately gain his affection. But his bliss is to store up a throng of insects and worms for dissection of numberless sizes and kinds. Here Wilson and Poverty sit, perpetually boxing together, till beat by good liquor she flits and leaves him as light as a feather. From two most unfortunate views proceeds his inconstant condition. His joys are the smiles of the muse, and his misery the want of ambition to climb to the notice of fools. But round with the liquor, my boys, 'tis folly to languish repining, to swell up the tide of our joys. This brimmer was sent us so shining. Since blockheads and asses grow rich, and modesty murders the wearer, if merit must cower in the ditch, may she still have a bumper to cheer her, and raise her poor head to the sky.